Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Let them all pass, the dirty remarks. One love, there is one question really love to ask. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who would hurt all mankind just to save his own belief? Everybody singing out, one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright, everybody. Let's get together, fight this holy Armageddon. For when the man comes, there's gonna be no doom. A pity on those whose chances grow thinner. No hiding place from the Father of creation. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. One more time, everybody. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Feel alright.
Usually forget to pick this up. Good morning. My name is Bob Gordon, and I am a dedicated member of this congregation. Most of you have already taken your seats. If you haven't, come on and sit down. Turn off your cell phones all the way off, and take this opportunity to greet each other.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
All right. Welcome to the Golden Gate Center for Spiritual Living. We honor you wherever you are on your spiritual path and know that there is something wonderful here for each and every one of you. Today, I'd like to say a few words from a book called The Tao of Joy by Derek Lin, who is a Tao Te Ching scholar, and it has to do with the subject of alchemy. Ancient sages spoke of turning lead into gold. Some assumed they meant it literally as a secret method to gain wealth. So they expended much time and effort in fruitless research. They did not understand that the sages were referring to spiritual alchemy. An alchemist of the Tao understands how to transform the worthless into the priceless in every aspect of life. When you mediate a dispute and diffuse an explosive situation, you have transformed harm into harmony, like our practitioners. When you lead by example and inspire other people to follow a positive path, you have transformed their potentiality for goodness into actuality, like our ministers. In a sense, alchemy really is a method to gain wealth. This wealth is the abundance of spiritual fulfillment. Its magic is not the transformation of metal, but the transformation of hearts and minds. And relating that to each one of us, become an alchemist of the Tao and put the magic of transformation to work in your life. Change apathy into empathy. Change the meaningless into the meaningful. Visualize scrap metal turning into precious metal. And use this visualization as a reminder. When you elevate this process to the spiritual level, you gain limitless spiritual wealth. So now the words to our chant will be on the screen shortly, followed by the wisdom of our practitioner and alchemist, Sarah Hargrave.
All right, let's all stand up and warm ourselves up. We're going to do a lot of singing today. You ready for that? All right. Spirit, guide my day. Open my heart to live your way. Teach me to hear your voice. Open my mind to the freedom of joy. Spirit, guide my day. Open my heart to live your way. Teach me, oh, to hear your voice. Open my mind, open my mind to the freedom of joy. Spirit, guide my day, guide my day. Open my heart to live your way. Oh, teach me to hear your voice. Open my mind to the freedom of joy. One
Our theme this month is generosity. And as we prepare for the opening prayer, I want to share some words from Ernest Holmes from the book Living the Science of Mind. Everything moves in a circle. Everything bends back upon itself. Whitman said that the gift is most to the giver and comes back most to him. And we all know that since the universe is in balance, nothing can leave any point without an equal something returning to it. So in that consciousness, I speak my word in the first person for myself and for each of you that chooses it for your own. I give thanks for the understanding that Spirit is truly all there is, everywhere present, in everything, in every being, in every moment. And I am grateful for my breath, which is a constant reminder of that giving and receiving, that cycle of oneness, taking in what it is I need that is generously offered by the universe, and releasing that which is needed by other parts of the universe. A constant flow of giving and receiving that is blessing all. So I open my mind to the infinite wisdom, knowing I'm guided and directed as to what to do and not to do. And I open my heart to the infinite love, surrounding me, enfolding me, nurturing me, guiding me. And I open my body to the vibrant health that is nature's wellness. So in this wonderful awareness of Spirit, I just say thank you and wait for wonderful reports and delightful surprises. And so it is. Amen.
Okay, now you can. Okay, see, magic. You just ask for what you want, and it comes. How great is that? So, this morning is going to be a different order of service. There's a lot of music. There's a wonderful Sanskrit term called kirtan, which is sacred recitation of chants together. And that is what we're going to be doing. So I'd like you to welcome Bodhi and Tirth and Sarit and Krishna. Yeah. So, welcome.
This is pretty complicated. Actually, on one level it is. Okay. Over your heart and feel it. Feel it resonate deep within. Peace is now.
Off to a good start. We're in the new month, November. This year, we have been moving through a wonderful essay by Ernest Holmes called What We Believe. The whole essay is over there on that easel. And this is the year of yes, in saying yes to the 12 statements of this essay that we are moving through this year. And so before we get to this month, which is all about the power of generosity, the generosity of God, and then necessarily our own generosity as us who are made in the image and likeness of God, I want to review the last 9 months very quickly. So God is first cause. There's no other cause for anything. God is indwelling in everyone and everything. This one that God is eternal and immortal and everywhere present, all-knowing and all-powerful. And what we say when we experience that is that we're in heaven. But actually, heaven is within us. And so God is not only all out there, but God is very personal to us. And we can know the very mind of God through our own mind. And actually, it is through the working of our own mind, through our thoughts and our assumptions and our beliefs, that our life is created. And through our mind, we can heal anything that doesn't feel right, and we can choose the experiences that we do want in our life. And that is the review. So, you're caught up 9 months or 10 months worth, and we are moving kind of into the conclusion of this wonderful essay. The last 2 statements are pure poetry containing truth. And so this, mine doesn't work, Mary. Okay, so this is the statement for this month. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all. Now those, and the capitalization of goodness and loving kindness and givingness to all is the epitome of generosity, which is our word for the month. So all is given all the time. All is given all the time. Our altar today by Shawn is so perfect because this is the season of harvest and all of it's been given. I mean, those apples were not here 2 seasons ago. They were nowhere. They were, beyond spring. They weren't even buds yet. And it's all given. It all takes form. It all comes into us. So one of the ways that the infinite gives this all is through the blessings of inspiration. So there it is, the blessings of inspiration. So inspiration is one of those things that like the apples. It wasn't there, and then it plops into your awareness. This inspiration of all kinds of things, how to create the dance with the divine, how to download new ideas from God, inspiration for a healing that needs to take place, and then the inspiration for how to accomplish that healing, inspiration for growth and for forgiveness and for creation. It is every single aspect of human life. And so there is actually a system to this about how generosity and inspiration work together, and it's actually all you need to know. So aren't you glad that you're here on a week that it's all you need to know? So there's 3 statements here. It's all you need to know. First is, generosity is how life works. And this is infinite generosity, the givingness of life to all. And then is openness, is where we go to receive. Now that openness means that we're porous, that we're not a know-it-all, we're not too full, we're not too tight, we're not too crispy around the edges. We're available. Like are you available for abundance? Yeah. Are you available for loving relationships? Are you available for vitality and health? All right, so that feeling of openness is the second piece of this, and then there's just one more, which is when we're open, inspiration is what we get. We get inspiration about how to manifest all of that, how to accept the good that's already been given. And one of the ways that the infinite communicates inspiration is by these divine ideas. So we're going to look at each one of these truisms today in depth and through music. And you are going to be you're going to be overflowing because you're porous and open and going to be filled with love to overflowing. So let's look at the first one here. And Bodhi's going to start a little accompaniment as we talk about generosity is how life works. So everything around us has been given. This space and how we fill it with love has been given. The day has been given. The people around you, the beloveds around you, all of that has been given. So everything that you claim as you when you say I am, that's all been given. Or else you couldn't say I am comfortable, I am loving. When you identify with your body's been given to you, your mind has been given to you, your feeling state has been given to you. Everything that you say is mine or yours when you're speaking about you, everything that's mine has been given. Your children have been given, your partners have been given, your home has been given, even though you have paid the mortgage or the rent. That's been given to you. All of your skills have been given to you, and yes, you've developed them. And part of it is saying yes to all that's been given. But from the generosity of God, all that we know has been given to us. Generosity is so linked to gratitude when we become aware. So if you just let this next sweet chant seep into your very being, you'll get the idea.
All that I see, all that I hear, all that I feel is God. All that I have, all that I do, all that I am is God. All that I see, all that I hear, all that I feel is God. All that I have, all that I do, all that I am is God. All that I see, all that I hear, all that I feel is God's, God's, God. All that I have, and all that I do, and all that I am is God. All that I see, all that I hear, all that I feel is God. All that I have, all that I do, all that I am is God.
So just staying in that place, and that next point in all that you ever need to know is openness is where we go to receive. And this happens so naturally when we're in gratitude, because when we're in gratitude, what's happened is that we have included something in our awareness that is precious to us. And so we've allowed ourselves to open in appreciation. Now, I know that all of you have felt open where it's like there's no separation between you and what you love. And I know that all of us have felt closed down and self-protected. So this morning, memorize the feeling of openness. And when the next close time comes up, suggest to yourself that you can open. Because that defensive place where we're closed because we're afraid, it never ever works. It is like we have cut ourselves off from everything that would heal it. Openness is the way to go. And of course, the greatest open state that we can possibly be in is love. Because loving just sort of makes all of those edges just go away. The loving energy flowing out in appreciation. When we're in that state, it's like light is emanating from us. Light is pouring out of our hands, and light is pouring out of our eyes. And in fact, as I was thinking about this and feeling this state, knowing what we're going to sing next, I thought that whole idea about a halo is not so much about the holiness of the saint. It is about the lovingness of the person. Because when we're in that loving place, it's like we are glowing. So I want you to show me now. I want you to focus on something or someone that you really, really love, and let that glow just build over you as we sing this perfect song, The Lamp of Love.
Light my way with the lamp of love. Light my way with the lamp of love. And shine, 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 shine. Light my way with the lamp of love. Light my way with the lamp of love. And shine, 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 shine. Light my way with the lamp of love. Light my way with the lamp of love. And shine, 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 shine. Beautiful. Light my way with the lamp of love. Light my way with the lamp of love. And shine, 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 shine. Light my way with the lamp of love. Light my way with the lamp of love. And shine, 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 shine on love. Light my way with the lamp of love. Light my way with the lamp of love. And shine, 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 shine. Keep on shining. And shine, 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 shine.
In this open state, we become conversant in the language of love, which mostly doesn't have words to it. It's beyond words where we live, in this loving place, being available to go to ever deeper states of love. Love then becomes what we live in. It's like water to a fish. We live in that love and we move through it. So just put your hand on your heart again. And that place of love that we think of as emanating from our heart becomes the place where we speak from and where we pray from. And nothing can separate us from that love. And so this is a state that we want to memorize too. It's that place where we all are right now, where looking out at your faces when you're singing, it is so beautiful. You look like you're in ecstasy. And that state is, of course, given by God. And you can be open to it at any time. If you find yourself in another place, and if you find yourself where it feels that you're cut off, it's not that God has moved. It's that we have closed up. And we close up because we feel frightened and we think that being defensive is the right thing. But feel where you are right now. This is the right thing. This is the place where we can learn to live in, where everything we say, everything we give to ourselves comes from this beautiful, beautiful place. So as we sing this next chant, love is our deepest prayer. Go deep and deeper than you thought you could.
Love. Love is what we are made of. Love is what we belong to. Love is our deepest prayer. Love is what we are made of. Love is what we belong to. Love is our deepest prayer. Love is what we are made of. Love is what we belong to. Love is our deepest prayer. Love is what we are made of. Love is what we belong to. Love is our deepest prayer. Love. Love is what we are made of. Love is what we belong to. Love is our deepest prayer. Oh, love, love. Love is what we are made of. Love is what we belong to. our deepest prayer. Love, 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 love. Love is what we are made of. Love is what we belong to. Love is our deepest prayer.
And when we are here, inspiration is what we get. It is as if emerging from the middle of this love comes a new idea, something that was never thought before, straight from the mind of God. And the idea presents itself exactly right for you. It is the idea that heals. It is the idea of what to become next. It is the idea of what to serve. It is the idea of what to follow. It is the idea of the path stretching before you that you must eventually say yes to. The inspiration is perfect and formed in love. And because it comes as an idea that we can actually think of, we don't know if it originated in our mind or in our heart, but we are compelled to follow it. Just like in this next chant, follow your heart.
I think we should all stand up for this one. You need to move your body on this one. Just sway a little bit.
Or dance with someone.
Follow your heart. It'll take you where you want to go. Follow your heart. Anywhere you roam. Follow your heart. That's the way to really know. Follow your heart. It'll take you home. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart back home. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart back home. Follow your heart. It'll take you where you want to go. Follow your heart. Anywhere you roam. Follow your heart. That's the way to really know. Follow your heart. It'll take you home. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart back home. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. It'll take you where you want to go. Follow your heart. Anywhere you roam, follow your heart. That's the way to really know. Follow your heart. It'll take you home. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart back home. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart back home. Follow your heart back home.
Oh, you guys are great. So we are all inspired this morning because of Bodhi's inspiration. All of these chants and the more to come were never on this planet before Bodhi downloaded them from God. So, right here. So this is a music album with the words and the chords. If you play anything, really anything, you can follow this. And out of this album are 2 CDs, right? And the second one is debuting today.
Oh, the first one.
The first one, oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, the first one. Oh, there's more to come. But I also want to say something.
First half.
This is the conclusion of the talk part, and I do want to give a little plug for Bodhi's Pieces Now album. That is the most remarkable album. It is the Pieces Now through the whole thing, but there's like 15, is there 15 or 16? 12 tracks of that chant in every kind of style that there is.
Well, not quite.
Well, sorta. I mean,
The ones we commonly associate with.
yes. So, anyway, so your takeaway today, and then we'll give Bodhi another round of applause, is I am inspired over and over because of life's never-ending generosity. So let's give Bodhi another round of applause. And let me just pray the inner work with us. So if you'll go back to that beautiful place that is so now wide open inside, and sit, my beloveds, in the generosity of all that you know. Open in every way that you can, your heart, your mind, uncross your legs, uncross your arms, and let your skin become so shining and formless that you don't know where your edges are, that you literally are diffusing into the love around you. And as you sit there diffusing into the love around you, let it be that a gentle area of your life makes itself known to you in this lovely space, some aspect open to inspiration. Thinking nothing, just not even the thing you're working on, but just let it come to you. What is it that you would love some inspiration about? And then you simply ask into this loving space. You simply ask, what is mine to do? What should I be thinking? What should I be doing? What is my next step in this? And then wait. And if it doesn't come now, it might come later today. But you'll know that it is an inspiration about that area of your life that you have asked for inspiration in. And when it comes, you might give consent with a great big yes. Or it might be your first response is, really? Really? Is that it? Is that what I'm supposed to do? And it's really okay to say to God, let us sit with that. Let us sit with that. because there is no such thing as a window of opportunity that closes, because everything, including inspiration, is given all the time, in all ways, because of the infinite generosity of God. No one has more inspiration than anyone else. We are all the same. We are all blessed. We are all the same in the way God absolutely adores us. Blessed be.
May we learn to live in love. May we learn to forgive every day. May we come from the place where there's no need to blame. May we recognize that deep inside we're all the same. May we learn to live in love. May we learn to forgive every day. May we come from the place where there's no need to blame. May we recognize that deep inside we're all the same. May we learn to live in love. May we learn to forgive every day. May we come from the place where there's no need to blame. May we recognize that deep inside we're all the same. May we learn to live in love. May we learn to forgive every day, every day. May we come from the place where there's no need to blame. May we recognize that deep inside we're all the same. May we learn to live in love. May we learn to forgive every day. May we come from the place where there's no need to blame. May we recognize that deep inside we're all the same. We're all the same. We're all the same. We're all the same.
Now is the time for our tithes and offerings. So if the ushers would come forward. Please don't tighten up because you're grabbing your pocketbook. Let that open feeling move right through this next thing. You know, all you're doing is giving away your money. And it's not really yours either. It's been given to you by God. You think it comes from where you work or your investment. No. It comes from God. And so there's so much more there. And as we give, we create that flow in our life so that the vacuum happens and more comes in. So be happy to get rid of it. Here, take some more so more can come in. So just hold your gift in your hands and repeat with me. This gift I give is God in action. I now send it forth to bless and to prosper. I know that everywhere it goes, it creates a world living in love, one heart and one thought at a time. And so it is. So would the ushers please receive these happy gifts. So I bless this offering. I bless the sweethearts who gave it. I bless all of this loved up money that will multiply itself and be pressed down as it blesses this community and beyond. And so it is. Amen. Okay. So now we're going to let you use your mind a little bit because there are 9 announcements. And I'm going to make these absolutely as fun as I possibly can. And there will be a small test at the end. And plus, every single thing that we announce is for you. So how's that? That's pretty fabulous. So first of all, this is the first Sunday of the month, the Temenos Partnership Sunday. I talked to Reverend Barbara Leger on the way down here, so I want to say good morning, Barbara. Mwah, we love you. And Joe Hughes is going to talk a little bit about our partnership with our sister center in Ukraine and Russia.
Thank you. Thank you, Karyl. Yes, yes, yes. We know where that came from last week, don't we? Yes to the Ukraine. I'd like to gather your collective love and impulse it right now to the Ukraine, to that camera. Do it. Give your love. Hello. Hello. I don't see any reason why to wait. Imagine the feelings we can have as we share our thanks and then reach across the world and touch the hearts of those people whose lives of new possibility reach back and touch us. So what am I referring to? I am referring to a phrase you've probably been hearing floating around our congregation, and that is Joggers and Jammies Potluck. Okay, this is really fun. We're going to Skype from gracious home of Jet Walker to the Ukraine, and we're going to do a mutual gratitude. Well, albeit we'll be up at 7 o'clock in the morning, but you can certainly start a beautiful day because of the time lag for them. So it came to me this morning when I was meditating to bring Native American food. So, and they will be sharing their own food. So let's do this. We'll be back at the table. Please come and sign up. Let's make this action, passion in practice for what we've been talking about this morning. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you, dear.
And next is our sharing program for 2015, where if you have not told us how much money you think you probably will give, or at least the minimum amount that you will give us, at the back table there, Rick, who is on our Prosperity Corps, will take your name and phone number, and Cece will call you on Monday and help you fill out the pledge card on the phone. Because there's still several of you that I know you want to, so we're making it real easy for you. So next is the Golden Gate Gourmets for Good. We are still attracting party givers. This is you folks, who are going to make a party for some other of you folks. And this will be from January through May. And Scott Murchison will be at the back table and talk to you about what that might entail. I'm going to do a party probably around the spring equinox where we open the backyard, and we're going to talk to the roses. So when that's one of them, but there are at least 4 others that are already planned throughout that whole beginning part of the year. So how much fun is that? Next is Bodie's release of the album, and with the same photograph, beautiful, such a good-looking man. Such a good-looking guy. I don't see her today, but she's a great photographer if you need a headshot, or standing in a field as well. She does those too. Anyway, Bodie's table is right over there where you can
You can sing along and get the words and the music all together in one CD. You
That's
can listen
right.
to the songs and practice during the week.
Yes, that's so cute. The November Ritual Workshop is coming up this Friday, and we have plenty of people. It's a definite go. So if you thought, well, we'll see if it makes, it's making. So the sign up and the envelope for you to put the $20 fee, that's $20 now, but $25 on Friday, that would be good for you to do. It is happening. Next, Bodie's community event at Open Secret is the next Friday, November 14th, where he'll be doing a lot of the same chants. And if you practice, of course, then you can sing harmony. It's going to be so great. So,
Quickly, a shout out to Stephen, Tirth, and Sarit.
yes, great. And also, in a couple of weeks, Bodie's going to be going on tour, and we'll have fabulous music here, but we will miss you. But we'll just send him off up to the Pacific Northwest and have him sell out of the CDs. So, yeah, so everybody benefits. So the next announcement is about the rotating emergency shelter team, which is called REST. And that is, Mary Cosgrove is not here today, but the sign-up sheet is back there on the events table. And this is for once a month, we are going to gather at a church in Tiburon and bring food and serve homeless men. And sit with them and talk, and it's going to be so fabulous. So if you are interested in that, sign up at the back. And the next announcement is about the Thanksgiving celebrations, the joggers and jammies in the morning at Jets. How fun is that, you know? I mean, I've never thought about making a party for Thanksgiving breakfast, but it's happening. So, what time is that, Jet? 7:30. Yeah, you come at 7:30, and I think you're going to Skype at 8. Yeah. And yes, Tinman? That's two things. The top one is breakfast. The bottom one is dinner. Dinner, the Thanksgiving dinner is going to be at Russ Mabarty's house. He can take 12 of you, and if it's not already full, it's almost full. So you run to the back table if you want to be a part of that. And then finally, the craft fair is coming up on December 7th. So you people who do crafts that want to sell them here, please see Gail Durkin about that. And Gail's going to be at the education table. See, it's a lot to remember here. I'm going to test you. Also, on this is so great that we're doing this together, because the youth and family, and that's Deborah Irwin at the back. Can you stand up and wave, babe? Deborah Irwin, who has been our youth and family director for years and decades and eons. It has this great idea of creating a fun time for your children while you Christmas shop. So after the service till 1:30, your children will be entertained, fed, and cared for while you either shop here or shop at the mall. And so how fabulous is that? So that's it. So let me test you. Where is the Temenos table? Okay. Where do you sign up for if you want to do a holiday craft? The education table. And all of the sign-ups for Thanksgiving are where? Back there. And sign up for my ritual workshop. Where's that? No, it's back there. Back there. Yeah, it's considered an event rather than educational.
And where's Bodie's table?
And where's Bodie's table? Okay, very good. And where's Mary Marie Shelton, who did the slides today? Right there. And once again, thank you to the band and Bodie. Thank you so much. Where are the practitioners? Right there. And the practitioners are going to now stand up right in front of the altar here, and the rest of the practitioners are going to surround the room. These beautiful, what? Come here. So, Shawnee is playing God.
Hi, y'all.
Shawnee is playing God, and she says that you can take the food on her altar, which has been so blessed. Okay. So my blessing is, may you live in the generosity of God. May you open your hearts and everything else about you. And may you be inspired to great work, because Spirit guides your way. And now standing for the affirmation and closing song. To accept with, oh, we're not ready yet. Okay, oh yes. Join up, link hands, touch someone that you're already one with. To accept more and more of life's ever-flowing generosity, I open to the biggest life I can imagine, and then God's generosity inspires me to more.